What's up, Miami Dolphin fans? What's up, football fans? If you're a fan of the sport of football, this is a very interesting topic to a lot of people. And today, as you can see on the thumbnail, Tua Tagovailoa is going to be returning back to football.
No!
Timeline, we don't know when, but he is returning back to football. According to Ian Rappaport, and this is according to his Twitter page, he says, QB Tua Tagovailoa has no plans to retire. Sources say he already begun seeing concussion specialists and will continue to do so, but there is no timeline to return. Tua will be back when he and his doctors deem him healthy and ready.
Stop it. Get some help.
What?
This is the third major concussion of Tua Tagovailoa's career. And what today I want to do is talk about why this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea at all for him to take and return to football. Yes, I know Miami fans, and so y'all know what time it is. I'm a Miami fan. I cover the whole league, but diehard Dolphin fan since I came out of my mother. This is not a good idea, but hear me out and stay to the end because maybe I can convince you why this is not a good idea. Not only is there video evidence of him for the second time having twisty fingers. I'm not saying that to mock him. That's just what had happened during the concussion that happened. He's had three major ones, man. And I remember the one during the Bengals game was terrifying, where he got up and he stood up and he had as we call noodle legs, and he fell back down to the ground. I'll be honest with you, this is the third time that this man almost has died on the field. Americans, we love football. I love football. I played high school football, even a year of college football, Division II briefly. And I love football, man. I think about football all the time. When I wake up in the morning, I thank the good Lord for what he has blessed me with, my family. I think about what I have going on for that day. And then once my mind settles down, I'm thinking about football. I'm thinking about fantasy football. I'm thinking about what games are on tonight, college football. I even watch CFL, man. I love football. But what I fear one day is that one day we could have a dead man on the field. Someone actually dead on the field. I hope that the NFL comes out with regulations that can force someone to retire. I'm not even worried about the Dolphins eating all that money for the next 4 years. I'm really not worried about it. If it happens, it happens. I mean, what's more important? My entertainment, a Super Bowl for my favorite team, or a human life? A human life. I was kind of going through ChatGPT, take it for what it's worth. I was just kind of looking up health risks of concussions, and there's a lot of information. Now, please note, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a medical professional. I simply am a independent media journalist, podcaster, and that's pretty much what I am. But I do a lot of research, and this is what I typed. I said, continuing to play football after sustaining a concussion, especially one that involved severe symptoms like twisting or contorting of fingers, and returning to football. And I talk about the potential dangers. That's what I typed into ChatGPT. And this is what it reads. And it gave me a lot of information. It says worsening of symptoms. And basically it can lead to more headaches, dizziness, confusion, nausea, making recovery more difficult. The next one takes and says increased risk of second impact syndrome. Okay. And this is what it said for that, because I've never heard of second impact syndrome. Mind you, third major since being in the NFL. It doesn't count college or high school. It says this is a rare but life-threatening condition where a second concussion occurs before the first one has healed. It can lead to rapid and severe brain swelling, which can be fatal or cause permanent damage. I got a whole bunch of notes here. I got to stop there for a sec. That's crazy. Can you imagine him being like Muhammad Ali? Hit like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble. Remember that? I'm 35, so I didn't grow up watching Ali, but I did grow up watching the tapes and the movies and just witnessing his greatness, right? He passed away, right? He probably could have been around for a few more years. You know what I mean? And it's very sad, the blows to the brain, again, for our entertainment. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a lot more things we have in common with Rome and gladiators than we previously thought. And I'm not comparing football players to gladiators, but for our entertainment, we got to protect these guys, man. We got to protect them. The next one says prolonged recovery time. The other one is cognitive impairments. So it says here, repeated concussions or playing too soon after one can lead to long-term cognitive issues, including memory problems, difficulty concentrating, and an increased risk of developing chronic traumatic, CTE, encephalopathy. I know I butchered that, but CTE in other words. The other two were increased risk of physical injury and then potential for long-term health issues. Okay, so like mood disorders, behavior changes, or even other neurological problems. Again, imagine that. Imagine your little 5-year-old Jimmy. Daddy, let's watch the game. Mommy, let's watch the game. And then someone dies on the field. We almost saw it with DeMar Hamlin. That was very much so a freak accident. But we had no warnings for it with DeMar. We had no warnings. Shout out to Bills Mafia for donating a crap ton of money, by the way, to Tua Tagovailoa's foundation. Man, love y'all. I know we got a rivalry and we don't like each other on the field. I have so much respect for y'all. But bringing it back to what I was saying, DeMar, we literally, and there was another man, please, I'll butcher his name, last name Everett. He played for the Buffalo Bills, and it was Buffalo Bills, or maybe it was Giants. Yeah, I think it was Bills versus Broncos. It was in 2008, and the guy became paralyzed, and now he could walk again. But again, kind of freak accident. There's pads, you have helmets, you have the best gear that money can buy, right? The best gear. NFL can do better, and I believe it will. I'm optimistic, but let's not wait until it's too late. I hope that there's some type of legal thing that goes in the contracts going forward, or however they have to do it, that if there is hardcore concussions like this, that you are forced to retire. Let Tua keep his money, by the way. He earned that. That's just my opinion. Okay. And here's the thing. I'm not mad at us for rooting for Tua. I'm not mad. Like, man, we love a story, man. We grew up watching Rocky. We grew up watching Coach Carter and all these great sports films, Invincible. We root for the underdog. Remember Vince Papale, Philadelphia Eagles? It was just a regular, lower middle class, someone even call him poor guy, Italian man, and he makes the team and goes on to play a few years in the NFL. Man, that is cool. I love those stories. This is different, y'all. This is very, very different. I still hope he retires, Super Bowl or not, I hope Tua retires. And if he comes back and let's say he wins a Super Bowl, is it worth his life? I remember being a young, stupid young man playing football. I'm like, man, I would love to jump in the air. Someone hits me and I do a helicopter 360 in the air and land, and I black out, but I wake up and everybody's like cheering my name. We love that, but it's stupid. It's stupid. There's nothing good about this, man. Nothing good at all. I mean, judo can't save him, man. At this point, man, it's like, dude, we're praying, but man, we only pray so much, man. And half these people praying for Tua are atheists. They ain't even gonna pray. They just do it for Twitter. They just do it for Facebook. Some of y'all watching this video, I love you atheists, but hey, let's be real. Y'all ain't gonna pray. You're just gonna think about it real hard and then go back to, watching Murder, She Wrote or whatever TV show you're watching. Let's be honest. I'll say this. So he's seeking medical help. Okay. Now, this is what I hope. I hope it's an independent source. Are you a music fan? I'm a music fan. And tons of us know stories about people who they take and they get ripped off and they're broke. They had all these hits around the world, but the record label takes in, they own their money. You hear all the stories with Diddy and stuff about him ripping artists after artists. That's the music industry, right? But it's until people they hire their own attorney that's not bought out by the record label. I'm going somewhere with this. Just bear with me. I hope Tua's doing that with the medical help. I hope the NFL isn't, let us provide you, because the NFL is going to look after the NFL. They're not going to look after the players. They're not. Matter of fact, I can't stand the NFL when it comes to the business side of things, man. It's wicked and it's evil. And I think things have gotten better, but it's only by them getting chin checked. You know what I mean? I used to play chin checking in elementary, middle school, hit people on. Yeah, they've gotten chin checked a few times, and then we all forgive them and we move on because we want to be entertained. That's what takes and ultimately happens. That being said, man, my closing thoughts on this: I hope Tua does not return back to the game. I hope during this time where he is healing, the Holy Spirit, some in his life triggers him to stay home with his family and be the quarterback of his family. I will always respect Tua. I will never get rid of the jersey. Yeah, I was that dude on draft night who bought the jersey. Before that, it was the Jarvis Landry jersey. That's one I had. And before that, it was Marino. But I don't know, man. I think I care about these guys. I care about these guys, man. Even if it's Josh Allen. Josh Allen's taking a lot of hits, man. You know what I mean? One day he's just going to kind of fall off. That stuff catches up with you. You take that many hits. Ask Cam Newton. You know what I mean? That's why the Buffalo Bills have had to invest in the O-line. Dolphins are not trying to invest in the O-line as of right now. They're trying to get the new fast, flashy toy. And if we really love and care about Tua, man, let's continue to pray for him and encourage him. For those who know him, who watch this video, continue to bug him, man. You know what I mean? And because here's the thing, this dude got that Samoan warrior spirit. He got that warrior spirit, man, where it's like, hey, I will die for this game. And football is a beautiful game, man. I have stories of me blocking the game. The one time I blocked the game-winning field goal, and I looked up and everybody was yelling, like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, man, I love football, man. It's my favorite sport. Let's not sit here and act like these guys can't take and die. If you get a chance, look up Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis is a Super Bowl winning running back for the Baltimore Ravens. I think it was the 2000 Super Bowl, I believe it was, where they beat the Giants. And that was a great Super Bowl, man. Jamal Lewis was the man for the Ravens, dude. This guy was a beast. He was probably the beast mode before the beast mode, man. This guy was just huge and just a great player overall, right? But this is a guy, he forgets what he's talking about mid-sentence. And it's like, man, like, again, the knowledge, the technology isn't what it is today. And I believe things will get better, that we will see a day where these things are either not happening or rarely ever happening at all. But to my knowledge, and please comment below if I'm wrong, Tua is the first ever player that I have ever seen who has gone through a situation like this where his fingers are twisted up. And again, it happened again, and he still wants to return. And we all kind of forgot about it, or at least it was pushed in the back of my mind, in my mind at least, when he went all of last year with being healthy. Like, man, this is great. He got knocked down a few times. He was good and throwing touchdowns to Tyreek Hill. And then, of course, they lost in the playoffs, you know, because our team had lots of injuries, you know, right? And then this year starts, and he should have slid. He should have slid. We all know that. He should have slid. He should have slid, but, I mean, he didn't even hit the guy on the crown of his head. It was on the side. Something with his chin rattled, and, dude, I mean, you could put a guardian cap on him, and there's that point, right? Put a guardian cap on, he'll be fine. It still doesn't fully protect a guarantee. I think, honestly, I know it'll look like a bunch of, if anybody's ever played like Madden on the Nintendo or anything like that, where the heads are all big, the old Nintendo Wii, there was like old NFL games for that, and the heads were all big. It kind of almost looked ridiculous, but we get used to it. That means that our favorite players get to live longer in life, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, with the ACLs, hey, man, there's almost nothing you can do about that, right? Not everybody can wear that knee brace that the old linemen wear. But when it comes to the head, the brain, man, where your thoughts, your memories, stuff from your childhood, what your favorite TV show was, who your loved ones are, and remember their names. Those things are all very important. You gotta protect this, man. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I know Skylar Thompson's coming in. Skylar, rooting for you. I'm not too optimistic on the season. I'm just going to be honest. But I'm rooting for Skylar Thompson, man. I think he's dope. If you watch his college tape, he was great. That preseason he took, and he wowed all of us. If you don't know who Skylar Thompson is, if you're not a Dolphins fan watching this video, he is our backup who will be coming in for Tua Tagovailoa. But yeah, I hope he balls out and Tua never come back. And it's not because I can't stand Tua. I'm a huge Tua fan. There's been times where I've given him criticism on this channel, but overall I love him. I'm glad he's our quarterback, and hopefully he was our quarterback, because I hope he retires. That's my thoughts for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, cool cats and kittens, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you do want to donate to the channel, that information is in the description of this video. Even if you just watch and hit the like button, man, that's more than enough for me, man. Please consider joining Touchdown Nation as well, too. Join the community. Y'all know I'm a Dolphins fan, but I cover the whole entire league, and I have some of the best college football players on this show, and I run one of the best NFL draft series on the internet, the entire internet. I'm almost at 7,000 subscribers as well, too, so please continue to support your boy. I appreciate it. God bless you guys. If you feel different than me, man, I'll meet you guys in the comment section. It's all good, man. I love a good conversation and debate. But God bless you guys. Have a wonderful night. Say a prayer for him in the name of Jesus. And, man, I hope y'all have a great night. Enjoy some football tonight. Peace. Thank you for watching another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.